Here's an obvious statement. Nikola Jokic right now is the best player in the NBA. But I want to take it a step further. Because not only is Jokic right now the best player in the league, I think right now when you're watching this postseason, he is on a path to being one of the greatest players we've ever seen in NBA history. And you want to know why? It's because his game to me is so reminiscent of LeBron James. Like, you want to talk about a second coming of the king in terms of skill-wise, what they do on the court. Not in terms of hype, obviously, but in terms of skill set and how they play the game. I think the second coming of LeBron James is we're already seeing it right now in the league. It's Nikola Jokic. I mean, the similarities, they are stark. Let's start with physical stature. Sure, Nikola Jokic is not ripped and jacked like LeBron James. But look at their size and what they're able to do. Nikola Jokic is 6'11". LeBron James is 6'9". They are both able to handle the ball like a point guard. Right? Even though they are massive, it doesn't matter. They still have tremendous ball handling skills. If you got to bring up the court, they both are very comfortable in doing so. If their point guard goes down, if Jamal Murray goes down for the Nuggets, Nikola Jokic absolutely can step in no problem and run the point like he's a 6'3" kind of guy. Insane athletic ability for their size in terms of what they're able to do with their ball handling. But it's not just that, right? Both very big, but also able to, or tremendously skilled in terms of handling the basketball. But it's also the fact that they can score from anywhere on the court. Right, Nikola Jokic is dominant in the paint. He's dominant from the mid-range. And he can knock down the three with the best of them. Look at this postseason. He's not taking a ton of threes, but when he is, he's making almost half. He is shooting 47% from three this postseason. That's incredible. 47%. And as you see with LeBron James, one of the areas where his game has grown the most throughout his entire career has been three-point shooting. Or same thing, when LeBron is getting downhill, look out, he's a freight train. No one is slowing him down in the paint. Mid-range jump shot, really damn good. And obviously his three-point shooting has improved drastically throughout his entire career. So look at both of them, Jokic and LeBron. They're almost unguardable because you can't put them or take away a certain shot because they'll hit it from anywhere. You want to clog the paint and prevent them from driving and feasting down low? No problem. They'll hit the outside shot. They'll hit the mid-range floater. No big deal. The footwork's incredible. The bag they have is incredible in terms of the amount of ways they can get off a shot. Like, you ever seen Nikola Jokic work to get off a shot? If he picks up his dribble, pump fake, spins around, up and unders. He is so creative with how he's able to get his shot off and not get it blocked. It's incredible. But they are unstoppable in the sense that they can hit a shot from anywhere on the court. Again, Jokic this postseason, it's laughable because it's unfair. 47% from three he's shooting in the playoffs. But it's not just the fact that they are massive in stature, can hit a shot from anywhere. It's also they both have elite court vision. Elite. No one has the wherewithal and no one has kind of the foresight almost to predict where players are going to be, what defenses are going to do, and execute it better than LeBron and Nikola Jokic. I love watching highlights, not of Jokic scoring, but passing. Because so many times you're looking at, if you kind of freeze the frame right before he lets go of the pass, you look at where he's looking and where he's passing the ball. It's like, oh, that's not a window open. No way he can make that pass. Where's he going with the ball? And all of a sudden you see the ball almost every time in the spot it has to be. Because he knows either a guy is cutting, he knows, oh, this defense is coming up, so I'm going to have an open guy here. Him and LeBron are two of the best that I have seen in terms of reading a defense and knowing where to go with the basketball. Court vision that you rarely see right now in the NBA. And it's not only the fact that they are able to see what defenses are throwing their way and find the lane, it's they're also elite passers. LeBron is, I think he gets enough attention, but maybe not enough credit for how good of a passer he is. And if anything, a lot of people have criticized him early in his career for being too pass happy and not taking the final shot when he's finding guys on the corner and they miss. And of course, it's LeBron James's fault because he passed the ball at the end of the game instead of taking a shot. Like, LeBron's passing skills are very underrated in the sense that he not only knows where to go with the ball, but is able to put in a spot where if it's a catch and shoot, boom, catch and shoot, no problem. You don't have to make the shooter adjust. Passing it through traffic, and somehow feel like the ball always finds a way to get through and gets where it needs to go. Same thing with Jokic. He makes some of these passes where your jaw is just like, my goodness, how did he get it through? How do you see that guy in the corner when he's on the opposite wing, double teamed, and he just throws it over his head, and it's like in the perfect spot for a catch and shoot three? He's an elite passer. I would argue, of all the skills Jokic has, passing is by far the best he has. Better than his shooting, better than his three-point shooting, better than his rebounding, better than even his vision. The touch he puts on the ball, the ability of him to find always the open man. It's incredible how well he's able to pass and always kind of, well, it's a guy in the run, guy in the corner, always put the ball where you need it in order to make the play successful. He can also be a dominant rebounder. I wouldn't say that's the best part of Jokic's game or LeBron's game, but when they're determined and they're trying to really take over a game, we've seen both just dominate the glass. So you look at the games. LeBron and Jokic are one and the same. They are truly one and the same. And I really hope, for those who have not watched a lot of Denver Nuggets games or have not really watched a lot of Nikola Jokic up until this point, I hope you're appreciating what we're watching, because what we're watching is truly historic. We have never seen the stuff Nikola Jokic right now has done this postseason. Like, let me just rattle off a few examples here. Number one, right now with one game to go, maybe, presumably, I think Denver will win in 5. So let's just say there's one more game left in this postseason. With one game to go, Nikola Jokic right now is currently leading everyone in the NBA in points scored, in rebounds, and assists. He's the leader in points, rebounds, and assists of any player in the NBA playoffs. Do you know how many times that's been done before? Where a player in a single postseason has led the entirety of the postseason in points, rebounds, and assists? 0 times. No one has ever done it. We have never seen a player in NBA postseason history, and we have seen the greats in the postseason. No one for one single playoff run has ever led the league in points, rebounds, and assists. One game away from securing that. Never seen it done before. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. But it doesn't even stop there. Let's keep it going. First player ever, and he's already accomplished this, so this is already in the record books. First player ever with 500 points, 250 rebounds, and 150 assists in a single postseason. The guy's unstoppable. In every facet of the game, he is doing things we have never seen. Surpassing greats that haven't been able to accomplish what Nikola Jokic has been able to do on a consistent basis this postseason. And we saw it last game, game number 3. He had a 30-point triple-double. Not only was that the third 30-point triple-double Nikola Jokic has had this postseason, more than anyone else in NBA history. No one's had more than 1. He's had 3 so far this postseason. He's also the first player in NBA history to put up that stat line in an NBA Finals game. We are watching history. We are watching true greatness here. And I hope you're appreciating it, because right now Nikola Jokic is going down a path where he's going to be remembered, and he's going to go down as one of the greatest players to ever play this game. He has 2 MVP awards. He's about to get a ring. And he's about to put up historic numbers in this postseason run to get that championship. And there's no reason to think right now he's slowing down anytime soon. Give the man his respect. Give the man his flowers, because we are seeing truly an historic performance this postseason from right now the best player in the league. And you look at his game, to me, it's so reminiscent of LeBron James that I hope that maybe puts into perspective of not only how great he is, but why he deserves so much appreciation. So you look right now at Jokic, what he's accomplished before, what he's doing right now at this historic pace, and at only 28 years old, what he's destined to do now going forward and what he's on track to do. I don't think it's hyperbole whatsoever. I don't think it's putting the cart in front of the horse, getting crazy too early. I think what we're seeing, it's absolutely right now in the realm of possibility and likely that we're seeing right now a top 10 player in NBA history do his work in his prime. I don't think anything can be overstated right now when it comes to Jokic and his game. It is tremendous. It is historic. And he will go down as one of the best players to ever play the sport of basketball.